Sometimes one perfect swing is not enough to save an entire night. Baseball has a way of reminding even its greatest superstars that no single player can control every inning, every pitch, or every outcome. Yet there are moments that become bigger than the final score, moments that fans remember long after the last out has been recorded. On this unforgettable night, all eyes once again turned toward Shohei Ohtani. The Dodgers desperately needed their biggest superstar to deliver, and millions of baseball fans around the world waited to see whether another magical chapter would be added to Ohtani's extraordinary career. Nobody inside the stadium realized they were about to witness one of the most emotional games of the season. For Los Angeles, this wasn't simply another regular season matchup. Every victory carried enormous importance as the race toward October continued to intensify. The Dodgers had spent weeks battling through injuries, inconsistency, and fierce competition at the top of the National League standings. Manager Dave Roberts knew his team needed someone capable of changing the momentum with one swing of the bat, and there was only one player everyone trusted in that situation. Whenever the Dodgers searched for a spark, the spotlight naturally found number 17. Shohei Ohtani had built a reputation unlike anyone else in modern baseball. He wasn't just a superstar, he was the player opponents feared most whenever he stepped into the batter's box. Before we continue this incredible story, make sure to subscribe Baseball Pulse, turn on notifications, and never miss the biggest MLB stories, legendary home runs, and unforgettable Shohei Ohtani moments. Every week, we bring you premium baseball documentaries covering the greatest stories from around Major League Baseball. From the opening pitch, the atmosphere felt completely different. Every inning carried postseason intensity. Every base runner increased the pressure, and every pitch seemed capable of changing the direction of the game. The opposing pitching staff arrived with a clear strategy. They refused to give Ohtani anything easy to hit. Fastballs were thrown inside to force him away from the plate. Sliders disappeared toward the outside corner. Changeups disrupted his timing. Every sequence was carefully designed to prevent baseball's most dangerous hitter from producing another unforgettable highlight. For several innings, the plan appeared to be working. Ohtani remained patient, refusing to chase difficult pitches while waiting for the single mistake he believed would eventually arrive. The opportunity finally came, with a runner on base, and the Dodgers desperately needing offense. As Ohtani slowly walked toward home plate, the noise inside the stadium faded into nervous anticipation. Thousands of fans stood with their phones already recording, hoping they were about to witness another unforgettable moment. Across the diamond, the opposing pitcher paused for an extra second before beginning his delivery. He understood exactly who stood 60 feet away. Against most hitters, one mistake might become a single. Against Shohei Ohtani, one mistake could instantly become tomorrow's biggest headline. The catcher gave the sign. The pitcher nodded. The windup began. The baseball exploded from his hand, racing toward the strike zone. For a split second, everything appeared perfectly normal. Then came the sound every baseball fan instantly recognizes. Crack. The bat met the baseball with breathtaking precision, sending a thunderous echo across the stadium. Before the outfielders even reacted, the ball was already soaring high toward the night sky. Ohtani didn't admire the swing for long, because he already knew. The pitcher knew. The crowd knew. This baseball was gone. The ball continued carrying farther and farther until it disappeared beyond the outfield wall. Dodger Stadium exploded into absolute chaos. Fans leaped from their seats, teammates rushed to the railing, and children pointed toward the sky in disbelief. The television cameras barely kept pace with the towering drive as replay after replay revealed the incredible combination of timing, balance, and effortless power that only Ohtani seems capable of producing. The commentators completely lost control of the broadcast. Shohei Ohtani has done it again, a massive 2-run home run. When the Dodgers needed their biggest star, he delivered. Their voices were nearly drowned out by the deafening roar of the crowd. As Ohtani calmly rounded the bases, he showed almost no emotion beyond a slight smile. That quiet confidence has always separated him from many of baseball's biggest stars. He didn't need an elaborate celebration because the swing itself had already delivered the loudest statement possible. The Dodgers suddenly held the lead, and the dugout came alive with renewed confidence. Players greeted Ohtani at home plate, believing they had just witnessed the turning point of the entire game. Every replay made the home run appear even more impressive, and for a few unforgettable minutes, it seemed as though another classic Ohtani masterpiece had rescued Los Angeles once again. But baseball has always been a game filled with unexpected twists. As spectacular as Ohtani's home run looked, nobody inside the stadium could have imagined what was about to happen next. The celebration had barely ended, yet the night's greatest drama was still waiting to unfold. Sometimes, one heroic swing simply isn't enough, and before the final out was recorded, both the Dodgers and Shohei Ohtani would be reminded of just how cruel this game can be. For a brief moment, it felt as though Shohei Ohtani had written another perfect Hollywood ending. His towering two-run home run had electrified Dodger Stadium, energized the dugout, and given Los Angeles exactly the spark it had been searching for. Every fan believed the momentum had completely shifted. The Dodgers looked confident, the crowd refused to sit down, and Ohtani's swing once again reminded the baseball world why he remains one of the most feared hitters in the game. But baseball rarely follows a script. Just when victory seemed to be slipping into the Dodgers' hands, the game began to change in ways no one expected. And as long as Shohei Ohtani wears a Dodgers uniform, every trip to the batter's box carries the possibility of something extraordinary. One swing can ignite a stadium, inspire a team, and remind the entire baseball world why he remains one of the most remarkable players the game has ever seen. The Dodgers may not have won that night, but Ohtani once again proved that true greatness isn't measured only by the final score. It is measured by the unforgettable moments that leave fans believing the impossible can happen every single time he steps into the batter's box.